Yeah, welcome. We are Monday Night Live again. Just hitting all the buttons, getting everything together, working out. Good camera view. Chat is on. Let's see who's around. What is it? 8:52 p.m. Eastern Time. Let me mute this so I don't hear myself twice and wait for the fine folks of channel subscriptions to show up and say hello. Hello, first person signing on. Good to see you. We're going to pop a little Pepsi, little Diet Pepsi action right now. Cheers to everyone. It's always you, Andrew. You're always number one, buddy. I appreciate you. Oh, it's so good when it touches your lips. Eric, what's up? Dance Master Chris, how you doing, buddy? Long time no see is true. Ash, how you doing? Ben, we're doing lives. Well, we have to do a decision there, Ben. So I said I would do a live stream every Monday evening at 9 p.m. And this is week 2. I'm thinking about moving that to Thursday night at 9 p.m. Eastern. You guys will have to let me know what you think. I may be subbing in a bowling league for Monday nights. And if it's, they're not going to need me every week, but if they need me here and there, it's probably a lot easier to just have a different night that doesn't have any, conflict. So let me know. Does Thursday night at 9 p.m. work for you guys? If so, we'll figure that out before the evening is over. We already got a lot of people signing on. Good to see everyone. We just put up a video a couple hours ago, I think. Maybe about 6 p.m. Dealer walk. It was like a 30-minute video. Tundras, baby. Yeah, Andrew says football is on both nights. You're right. And that is true. I didn't think about that. Tuesday doesn't work because it's my real bowling league. Wednesday is kind of up in the air, and the weekend I leave open for the wife. So we'll figure it out. We'll just make sure you're checking the community posts through the week, and I can figure out what works for everyone. But as far as that video I made earlier today, we saw not only the 2 dealerships that I walked, but we also saw Richard walking over in Nevada, Finlay Toyota, and they had a limited. Now, I just got 2 comments before I started this live stream between putting up the video and now about this same subject. If you saw the video, at the end, as Richard was circling around the TRD Limited, we saw the new thing for 2024 on the TRD Limited, which is the color keyed surround and the black rear bumper, getting rid of that satin chrome that used to be on both ends. So they body colored that all out on the Limited. But a great question came through, and if you're on here, if you are the one that said this, high five to you. How come they didn't do that on the 1794 and the SR5? I agree. So weird thing about the SR5, if you guys don't know this by now, if you get the SR5 regular, no TRD package at all, it's body color rear bumper, it's black rear bumper, body color surround up front. There's really no chrome on it. But when you TRD off-road the SR5, you get a chrome surround around the grille up front, and the rear bumper panels are chrome. So when you go to the off-road model, it gives you the chrome. When you go to the off-road model in Limited now, it body colors. So I think it should just be like this. They should sit down at a big table, and when they're planning the next model year, one of the things, this is an easy one, anything that goes TRD off-road should be like the Limited. Color keyed surround up front, black rear bumper, body color. That's it. That's the way it should be. I think you guys will agree on that. TRD Sport is already body color, but I just never understood going from SR5 regular to TRD actually chromes, where you would think it would be the other way around. And 1794 is the chromiest truck there is, right? So when you TRD off-road, I mean, it gives you the different grille, it gives you the black wheels and everything, but why not take that chrome surround away and the rear bumper? I don't know. That's me. Anyway, let me take a sip of the soda here, and then I'll get to all your comments. It looks like a lot of people are talking, which is a good thing. But before we get started, we got to do what we always got to do, right? A cheers to all the military and emergency services of the United States and Canada. Thank you for all you do. We love you. Cheers to you. Okay. There's 34 of you on here. Thank you for being here this evening. Please let me know where you're coming from in the country. I'd like to see what state is going to win tonight. There's usually a lot from Texas, Nevada, California, a lot of the West Coast states. So we shall see who is out there from where, the old school way. So Andrew, we already said hello. Chris, hello. Eric, how you doing? Fred, how you doing? Tukes, what's up, buddy? Long time no see. Coke Zero here in lovely Missouri. Okay, I'm a Pepsi guy, but you know what? We'll let you slide tonight. Mr. Tuning, how you doing? I got a free pressure wash today. Nothing wrong with that. Andrew says football's on both nights. We got to figure that out. Monday night is bowling night for me. Thursday is better. See, Monday night for Ben too. Us bowlers, we can't miss league, which is why I can't do Tuesday night. Tam, how you doing? Good to see you. Chris has got some wild cherry Pepsi for my drink. I like that. Yeah, what's everybody drinking tonight? Where are you from? And what do you have in your hand for a beverage? Because you got to have a beverage, right? Mr. I'm just watching your video and you show up on live. There you go. I put them too close together, I think. Philip, how you doing, buddy? Mike, good to see you. North Idaho. Hey now, right? Ben says, I would love a 6-seater Tundra. I think the SR, if I was in charge of even the littlest thing with the Tundra at Toyota, I would completely change the SR. And 6-seater would definitely be one of them. My first day, I would go in there and say, forget about all the other trims today. I'm focusing on the SR, and I would turn that puppy into the sweetest work/fleet truck I could. There'd be changes. I just want you to know that right now. Let's see. Sean, how you doing, buddy? Bristol, no rain. The race happened. Toyota just won't listen. No chrome unless you want it. Exactly. Mike agrees with that, and he cheers. I like that. Mark, how you doing? Good to see you. He says, howdy, team. Red Wings 44. Oh, no, let's go Islanders. But how you doing, sir? Excuse me. He's from Michigan. Ben says Ottawa, Ontario, Canada. So Canada is in the house. That's a very nice thing. Ash is in Dallas, Texas. The Cowboys, big win yesterday against the Jets. Erie, PA for Fred. How's the reception right now? Because on my phone, it looks terrible. But on the iPad that I'm talking into, it looks great. You'll have to let me know. Are we good on sound? Are we good on picture? Please let me know. Chris is west side outskirts of Columbia, Missouri. Kyle in Cincinnati, Ohio. The Reds. Erwin, how you doing, buddy? Vegas is here. Well, that's good because we got to start gambling. Cliff says, state of shock with the price of the new trucks. They are not cheap, my friend. They are not cheap. And that's why you got to look around for some. I made a video. I make so many videos. I don't remember when I made the videos, but it was definitely within the last week about pricing around the country. I do the work so you don't have to. I want to make it easy on you to find your dream Tundra. I looked all over social media. I looked all over Auto Trader. You guys know I love Auto Trader. Auto Trader should sponsor this channel at this point for the amount of time I actually spend on there to get the info and research for you guys. But there are deals all over the country on new Tundras right now, not 2024 as well. There's 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 off. I saw 5,500 off on the Facebook group, No Markup Toyota. At the end of last month and early into this month, people were talking about as close to invoice as they could get you, a little bit over invoice. The deals are there. All right. It just depends on where you are in the country. As you guys see, when I walk the dealerships around here, there are still markups at all of them. And that is why I keep expanding my dealer walks further out from my homeland. And you will see a new dealership on Sunday. So we're going to find all of those no markup MSRP or lower trucks. But please, excuse me, by the way, if you're new, hi, you're going to start getting some burps because we got Diet Pepsi going. That's my bad. And you got the mic right here. I apologize in advance. But anyway, look around your area. They are out there. The Tundras are out there. When I walk these lots and show you these trucks, that's information for you to go and check out your area and find those deals. They do exist. Okay? Go check that video out and see all the deals around the country. I got all the trims I could find. TRD Pro. I found TRD Pro under MSRP in the United States of America in 2023, which is crazy because we haven't seen deals in years, right? I walk these lots constantly. I look for trends. I look for inventory trends. I look for trim inventory trends as what's coming in, how much it's selling. I pay attention to a lot of stuff when it comes to these trucks. I look at markups. I look at MSRP. I look at a lot of things. Never since COVID have I seen a TRD Pro under MSRP until I did that video the other day and found two for about $1,000 under MSRP. They are out there. Do the research. I try to do as much as I can for you, but sometimes I got to give you the hockey stick and send you on the ice. You score the goal, okay? I brought you as far as I can with that. Go check it out. Look around your area. Don't be afraid to look outside your comfort zone. People will ship these days. Shipping from dealerships to wherever you are in the country, pretty normal thing these days. It's probably expensive, but you got to weigh your options with how much you're going to spend at home versus how far away. do the fun thing. Go fly and pick your truck up. I know a lot of people like to do things like that. I would love to do that. Fly to Nevada or something, pick up a truck and drive it home. That'd be a lot of fun. But there are ways. Also, if you see a great deal fairly close to you, within, say, like a 200-mile radius, and you bring that deal to your local dealership and see if they'll match it, they might not, but they might. So it's worth a try. All of that is worth a try. Deals are out there, though, and I'm trying to show each of you that with all the videos and searching around the internet for you. And again, it's not just 2023s. If you don't care about the 2024s, that's a good thing too, because the 2023s definitely have the deals. And as you get closer to the end of September, some of these dealerships are going to be ready to hand you these trucks. All right. And that was, sorry, Cliff, to go on that, long, drawn out explanation on pricing, but they are out there. Mississippi for Tam. Mark is in Bend, Oregon. I love it. Paul says, my local dealership got a bunch of 24 models coming in transit. They also have a white TRD Pro with black interior. I see it on their website. There you go. In that video I just made earlier tonight, there's a white TRD Pro down the street. It's been there about a month now. There's a I don't remember what the markup was. It was like a $4,000 or $5,000 markup with the add-on sticker, but you never know. It's been sitting there long enough, and they want to push these trucks out now because there's the burp. The inventory is coming in pretty heavy again. This is when the deals will start to happen, my friends. It will never hurt to try. Keep that in mind. Giving it a whirl. I read all the time. I read your comments constantly. I get messages from people all the time that went to a dealership. They didn't think they'd be able to get the deal they wanted, and they gave it a whirl, and it worked out. It's always worth a try. What's the worst they could do? Say no. And then the search continues. Eric is in Clarksville, Tennessee. Kyle's in Pennsylvania. Dan, how you doing, Dan? My pilot is in the house. Eastern Washington. I love it. Philip says, yes, TRD body color and blacked out, and no pinstripes. Yes, pinstripes are still in the Garden State fairly often. Moscow Mule says, Mike. Sean says, water for me, Jonesboro, Tennessee here. I like water. I like water a lot. Bubba says, hi, watching from East Tennessee. How you doing? Thanks for being here. Eric says, Valdosta, Georgia. And I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong. That is a town I've never heard of. So that's pretty cool. Welcome aboard. MCU says, Dallas, Texas, and an owner of a 2023 Platinum Tundra. May I stop and tell you how much I absolutely love the Platinum? I love the 1794. I love my SR5. But the more I walk around and see these Platinums, I am obsessed with the way that they did the exterior on these new gen Platinums. The dark chrome matches so well with certain colors, especially celestial silver and blueprint. Take my money if I had any. Let's see. Paul says, Freetown, Massachusetts here, owner of a 2022 Tundra TRD Pro, Lunar Rock. I bet you like the shirt then, right? Lunar Rock TRD Pro shirt for you tonight, buddy. With red interior, the rarest of them all. Yes, that is very rare. There was one on the lot here maybe about 3-4 months ago, going for about $100,000, and it sold. Took says, is the Platinum with TRD Off-Road going to be available in regular iForce? Yes. I heard only iForce Max, but I haven't checked into it. Yes. If you go to the Build and Price tool, you will see that you can get iForce or iForce Max with your TRD Off-Road. So that's a good thing. I'm glad they did that. I'm glad they didn't get crazy specific with, oh, well, you have to do 10 push-ups over here, and then you have to climb the stairs 600 times, and then you can get the TRD Off-Road package. I'm glad they made it so it's on a vast majority of different setups with the truck. But I was afraid something like that would happen. Argyle says, cheers, buddy, from Northern California. How you doing? Thanks for being here, sir. Monkey says, hi, Mark. Do you know if you can swap out a 20-gallon gas tank with 38-gallon tank on an SR5 2015 Crew Max V8? Ocean City, Maryland, drinking some decaf coffee. I don't see the point in decaf coffee. It just makes me want real coffee because I want that buzz from the caffeine. I've seen actually people do that. They went from the smaller tank to the bigger tank. It is possible. And if you're looking for one, why not try sparksparts.com? Use promo code TundraDude34 to save 5%. Shameless plug there. They do have the 38-gallon tank for sale if you're looking to do that, but it is possible. Sean says, okay, we're good on reception and sound. That's how behind I am. What a Giants comeback yesterday. Yes, it was very, very exciting to see that happen. It's almost like they started playing football. Aaron says the Giants turned it around in the second half. Yes, they did. And I was flipping between the Jets and the Giants because, somebody said yesterday that I was watching the game with, they're like, as a Giants fan, you have to pity the Jets. It's kind of like your little brother. You know, all of us want to see the Jets do good, right? Because, the Jets haven't done good in so long. And with Aaron going out right away, But yeah, but Giants did it, and that was good. They need to be 10,000 off. I would love to see these trucks 10,000 off, but I don't think that's going to happen. 5 is, I was shocked to go from seeing markups to 5,000 off. So small beginnings. No markups in Bend for only the last 2 weeks. Okay. Peter says that's why I got mine at Holman in Mount Laurel. No markup. There you go. We've walked Holman. Holman is one of my walk dealerships. As we say when we're there, if you watch the videos, they don't have addendum stickers next to the window sticker at all. And my question has always been, is that because they're not putting them up there and the customer is going to walk in and be blindsided by markups? Or is there no markups at Holman Toyota? Peter just told us no markups at Holman. So there is a dealership in my area by Philadelphia that has no markups. Chris says reception here is okay out here in Columbia. The Joe Mashins dealers are a bit pricey when it comes to Tundras and tacos. I hear that. MCU says bought a brand new 2023 Tundra back in April with dealer added auto running boards. Nice. Bed step, catalytic converter shield, bed extender, and center console. Safe for $67K here in Dallas, Texas. The converter shield, the catalytic converter shield, is almost like a guaranteed add-on down in Texas. All the dealerships I look at down there, they always have that. That's like a guarantee. I guess there's a bad problem with stealing the cats down there. So that's probably a good thing to have. Mike says, I'm sure they make it, or you could order a 38-gallon tank. I would think it's an easy swap. Yeah, I'm sure it is. Jonathan says, hi there. How you doing? What's an average price on a 2023 SR5 Sport? Hard question to answer. If you watch my dealership walk videos, they make so many different kinds of TRD Sports. TRD Sport Premium Package, Advanced Off-Road Technology Package. But if you want an average, I see them around mid-50s. If you get really juiced up and you get everything on it, check that video out I just made tonight. There was like a $63,000 one. So you had the list over here of your standard options, and the optional stuff that they add to the truck was just as big, if not bigger. You don't see that very often. That TRD Sport was loaded up. That's kind of the question I always ask you guys. If a SR5 is loaded up to that point, is it better to get the SR5 completely loaded up or the lowest end limited? There are differences, but that's always the question. Ponder that, if you will. All right, back at it. Heading my way. How you doing? In South Carolina this week, Sparks Toyota Territory, 500 max sales tax. There it is. Drill, how you doing? Does the Platinum come with a black exhaust tip? Yes, it does. Yes, it does, sir. Single exhaust. Some dealers do put on that dual tip exhaust that you find standard on Pro. So keep that in mind. But yes, it does come with the black tip. And I will say, once again, Platinum, if the price was right and a dealer offered me a Platinum, I'd buy a Platinum today, right now. The price will never be right because I live in SR5 land, and I bought property here in SR5 land, and I can't leave. And it looks like I'm never going to be leaving. And if I do leave, if I'm forced out, it might be into SR land. So you guys have to enjoy all the fun, expensive Tundras for me, because going full time means cutting costs, ladies and gentlemen. But Toyota, if you're listening and you want to give me a Platinum forever, I would accept it. Thank you. Back at it. Bunky says, and it will fit with no modifications. I'm sure there'll have to be some modifications done to it. But what I would do is this: sales@sparksparts.com. That is the email address. Email them exactly what you're trying to do. They have experts there that will be able to help you, figure out exactly what you'll need to do it, and if it's easy or hard or expensive or not worth it. But it has been done. I have talked to people who have done it before. Sean says, saw my first Pro a week ago. Wasn't crazy about the technical camo. Rather have solid color. I actually like it. I guess it depends on what color you see it on. I really liked it on the black with the red interior one I had for a short amount of time. It kind of all flowed together nice because it had that black exterior. Didn't look terrible on white. Yeah, I guess I like the camo. I guess I like it. I'm sorry. And just real quick before we keep going, there are 68 of you on here. Thank you so much for tuning in. Monday night live stream that may be moving to Thursday. I will let you know. We're doing a once a week live stream, and that doesn't include the dealership live streams. But once a week, sit down, talk to you, have a drink, let's hang out, live stream. But check my community posts. You'll see if I'm going to change it to Thursday night. It would be 9 p.m. Eastern like now. But if you're new to the channel, welcome aboard. Make sure you hit the like button, hit subscribe. Happy to have you guys here. We're having a good time answering questions about the lovely Toyota Tundra, which we are seeing many of now. It's not like it was the last couple years. This is like Christmas year for me at this point because I'm trying to walk the lots and make these videos for you guys. Dealership walk video, most popular one I make. You guys love it. I love making it. Sunday morning, my favorite day of the week. But I've been looking at 1 or 2 Tundras constantly. Oh, look, a used 2020. Cool. Now I'm seeing 11, 12, 15 out there every day. You know how good that feels to be able to walk around and look at these Tundras and talk to you guys about it and see all these different options? For instance, we were just talking about the TRD Sport. Yesterday, there was a TRD Sport yesterday. Or I said yesterday twice. There was a TRD Sport that was kind of trimmed down, didn't have a lot on it. Right next to it, TRD Sport, loaded to the gills, giving you guys the options when you go to the dealership. So it's good stuff lately, you know? All right, where am I? Drill says, Wilson, North Carolina in the house. Yes, sir. Welcome aboard. Thank you. You're always here, and I appreciate you. Andrew says, I'm tempted to buy a TRD Pro with the black interior, maybe wait till 25 or 26. I would think by then there'd be a mid-cycle refresh and some cool stuff on it, like tow hooks. That'd be great. Mike, what's going on, buddy? I'm so glad I found a 2021 SR5 in Calvary. It is a beautiful truck. Enjoy that gorgeous, beautiful 5.7 V8 legendary engine. Mike says, I know Titan Tanks makes them for Tundra. I bought one for my Chevy diesel. Oh, that's the name of the brand. Okay. 2500 HD from Titan. Great quality gas and diesel tanks. There you go. Aftermarket, baby. Paul says, my local dealership that has all them 2024 models is Toyota. All right. I'm going to say this, and you got to tell me if I'm saying it right, Paul. Dartmouth? Is that how you pronounce that? Dartmouth. Right? Okay. Massachusetts. You got to give me a break. Joseph says, hey, Mark, can you do some real-world towing videos? Yes. So I'm glad you brought that up because what we're doing, my father is buying, we're between boats right now, but my father's buying a new boat. And when he buys that new boat, it's getting towed. It's getting videoed for you. It's going to be a heavy boat. It's going to be around 6,500 pounds, I would think, with trailer and everything. That is what I'm waiting on. Other than that, I don't have access to anything to pull right now. But yes, you did. And I think you asked me that like a month ago, right? So there's the answer. You will get some real world, baby. Yes, sir. Mike says, yes, they will fit with no mods. So there you go. The gas tank will fit. I would buy an OEM 38-gallon tank bunkie. Thanks, Mike. There you go. Gilmar says, let's see how sales are doing with the big three going on strike. Let's talk about that for a moment, okay? This is, I'm going to put the phone down. I'm going to take a sip. There's 64 of you watching. Listen carefully because I want to hear from everybody on this one. Take a sip for the troops. Take a sip for the emergency services of the United States and Canada. God bless you. Thank you for keeping us safe. Okay. So the big strike is going on with the big three with the union right now. I was thinking about something the other day. I was jogging and I was thinking about Toyota, the situation that they're in right now with the strike going on with the American brands, okay? To me, this is a huge opportunity for Toyota to grow. And I'm not talking about, Toyota is one of the biggest, if not the biggest automotive manufacturers in the world. They're doing fine. We get it. But let's talk Tundra, okay? That's what the channel's all about. As we all know, half-ton pickup trucks, diesels, even mid-sized trucks, brand loyalty is the most important thing to most of the owners, right? Pickup trucks, especially down south, everybody will do whatever it takes for their brand. But if the brand is going on strike, if those trucks won't be on the lot, and when they are on the lot, they're massively marked up because of supply and demand issues. And if the used prices are skyrocketing because there's no new, this is the opportunity for Toyota and the Tundra team to get those prices cut on the Tundra and move some people in that brand loyalty sector over to try out the Tundra. Tell me this is not the greatest thing that could be for Tundra. First off, the sales are up. We're going to come in this year about 4th place all time with Tundra. We're going to be around 2008 when it comes to sales. That's like as close as we'll be as far as '07 was number one. I think '08 was number two. This will be the best sales year since that time period. So Tundras are selling. The lots are filling back up. There's problems with the big three and the strike. This is the time to strike. Get those trucks marked down all over the country. Toyota, call up your franchisee dealers and say, knock $5,000 off all the Tundras. You will bring some people over from other brands, I'm telling you. Because there are a lot of people. Think of how many people are in this country, okay? Everybody always needs a new vehicle all the time. How many vehicles are sold per day all over the country? A lot. And if there's a guy who's a Silverado, I'm Chevy all the way, this is how I do it, and you're not giving him what he wants, and he's tired of waiting, and you're making him mad, he will go to another brand. This is the time for Tundra. In my opinion, hey, this is Toyota. Hey, franchisee, mark those Tundras down. Let's get them sold. You will see, this is going to be a big few months for Tundra here. Excuse me. You will see skyrocketing sales if that happens. And maybe Tundra can push on their number one selling year of all time, which was 2007, around 197,000 units sold. The Tundra's on a nice pace right now before any of this happened, but this could skyrocket the Tundra to where they want it to be. What do you think? Let me know. Give it to me. Another sip of Pepsi, baby. Let's read some comments. Way behind. You see this sweat going on right now? I sweat when I eat, so it's normal. Don't worry about it. We're good. Okay. I don't know where I am. That would be a great upgrade. Gilmar says, hey, Mark, what are your thoughts on 2020 and 2021 TRD Pro prices? What do you mean, what are my thoughts? Like where they are now? Give me an example of that. Erwin says, I'd be happy if there's a lease deal offered for the Tundra. Incentives do need to come back for sure. I guess at Toyota, instead of they still got to call the franchisees and say, yo, lower the prices so we could sell these things while the strike is going on. Strike while the iron is hot. The word strike. Love using it. But that's what they could do. They could bring back incentives too, especially for this time period. Dan says, how's full-time YouTube treating you? I love it. It took a little while to get used to not, I haven't had a headache in a month and a half. I've been sleeping like a normal human again. My life revolves around the Tundra, and it already did that. But now I can sleep and go to bowling league, and I can watch football on Sundays and stuff. Life is good, my friends. Life is good. And I thank you so much, all of you, for your continued support. You guys made this possible. 7.5 almost years of doing TundraDude, and it is my life now. So I like that. But thank you for asking, Dan. You can still be my pilot one day. Bunky says, Mike, I just put on the TRD dual exhaust, and it sounds great. Yes, it does. Mike says, when I replaced the diesel tank on my 06 Chevy diesel truck, it took me 1 day to do it. It wasn't that hard. That's good. Chris says, anyone got an idea on the best way to patch a couple small holes in a pressure washer hose? There you go. Joseph says, hey, Tundra Dude, how you doing, buddy? Making transition from Tacoma to Tundra, and you've been outstanding with all the content. Thank you. I thank you for watching, my friend. I'm here to help. Feel free to ask any questions you may have about Tundra. I am here for you. And that's cool. Let me ask you this real quick. I'm throwing it back at you there. Joe, why are you going from Tacoma to Tundra? What are some of your reasons? Especially with the new Tundra or the new Tacoma coming out. Jonathan says, thanks, no problem, anytime. Michael says, that's super cool. Bunky, another great upgrade. I need to do the TRD exhaust on my 2020 limited TRD 4x4 Crew Max. I like it. Mike says, hit the like. And I got to agree with Mike on that. I hope you will hit the like. And also, I hope you will watch the video that I put up earlier tonight. 32 minutes of Tundra. It was a long walk. But I know you guys like the longer walk, so when I have the opportunity and there's 25 Tundras looking at me, you're going to get a long walk. Mark says, I'm not a fan of the camo as well. I don't predict it will age well style-wise. Okay. So just what do you want them to go back to, like a flat black on that? Because I would be down with that too. Rich says, I'll be changing the original 38-gallon tank on my 17 SR5 since squirrels ate holes in the fittings and evap lines. That's crazy. Sean says, you're competing with Monday Night Football. Thursday works for me. I'm sorry about the... You could put football on and me on. Come on, man. Me or Joe Buck. Jonathan says, 10.75% in LA County hurts. That does hurt, man. That does hurt. They really got to work on that, man. The interest rates are insane right now. Andrew says, I'm hoping Toyota brings back Calvary Blue. Yeah, I think it would look great on the new body style. I agree. I want to buy a Sequoia. Prices are outrageous. Yeah, Sequoia prices are high for sure. George says, hey, Mark, so long, TD34. Just put a deposit on a limited today. Thanks for your videos with pricing. Happy to help, George. Always happy to help. Enjoy your new limited. Like I always say, it's probably the best trim you could get. That is the trim where you can really start to build that Tundra up with options. iForce or iForce Max. You guys know this stuff by now. But that's a great pick. Congratulations on that. We just don't see a lot of limited TRDs around here. See limiteds, but not the TRD off-road much. Mark, I do elder care, so just be careful on those stimulants. They will catch up with you, buddy. I hear you. Listen, I'm hard back at the gym. I'm hard back to jogging. Let me get this Diet Pepsi with my friends. I'm not going crazy, I promise. But I appreciate you. Mike says, LOL, I have Monday Night Football on mute and watch Tundra Dude at the same time. See? Do you see? Thank you, Mikey. I appreciate you. Paul says, yes, they have a Supersonic Red Limited with a big discount 2023 model. Supersonic Red, most underrated color on the Tundra palette, in my opinion. Tell me I'm wrong. DL says, upvoted Mr. Espinoza. How you doing, buddy? Ventura, California. I think California is winning right now. A lot of California. Thank you very much for being here, Sir Espinoza. 710 says, respect the military and police. SoCal in the house. Always respect law enforcement. Always respect emergency services. Always respect the military. That won't change ever. That is my number one message. I wonder how or if the strike would affect them. That's what we're asking. Erwin says, would you be willing to go a little north for your Sunday dealership walk, like along Route 9 or even Route 1, hit my old hometown of Edison? If they have Tundras, I will walk it. Like I said, we're going to a new dealership this Sunday, so stay tuned. It's not north, it's more west, but they have a good amount of Tundras right now. So I like to go where the Tundras are at. Usually when you get around New York City, there's not many of them, but hey, listen, let me know. Email me, TundraDude34@gmail.com, about what dealerships you're talking about. Lord says, hey, Tundra Dude, sorry I missed some of the stream because I was eating dinner. Tuna burgers. Listen, man, eating is way more important than any live stream, so eat up, my friend, and enjoy it. Maybe push the Tacoma launch as well. If you're asking me, we will have a Tacoma press vehicle and all that. Yeah, there's going to be Tacoma content as well. Joseph says, Unicorn Tundra, 2024 Platinum, Lunar Rock, TRD Off-Road, Advanced Tech Package, Spray-On Liner, Bed Step, Leather, Blacked Out Package, Heads-Up Display, Non-Hybrid, Ambient Lighting. That's a nice Tundra right there, buddy. First off, the Lunar Rock is new for 2024 on Platinum. So, yeah, that's going to be something that you will not see a lot of, at least at first. The Lunar Rock may go pretty crazy around the country, but I don't expect that until at least 2025. So, excellent choice. Buy that. 710 says, I was a loyal GM fan for all of my 58 years of life. My grandfather, uncle, and father drove most Chevrolet. My 2023 Tundra was my choice after no dealership market adjustment in Texas. Boom. Welcome aboard. Sorry, GM. Toyota all the way. So I like it. Nice win on that one. I always like when somebody comes over from another brand. There's so much we can learn. It's not like, oh, welcome to Toyota. It's like, tell me why. Pros and cons, both sides. That's how you learn. If you're somebody who's meticulous about what you want, which, let's be honest, if you're watching me right now, you're meticulous about a Tundra, because why would you be watching a guy talk about Tundras if you're not on a Monday night when football's on, right? But, I always like to ask that question. That is the best research I could get for you, is when somebody comes over from another brand, there has to be a why. Or why did you leave to go to something else? That's my market research for you. Drill says, I had to go 500 miles to find my MSRP deal. Nashville, Tennessee, Toyota Tundra Platinum Lunar Rock. Crew Max, supposed to be here in about 2 weeks. No crazy add-ons. I love it, buddy. I can't wait to see it. Congratulations. I'm very excited for you. A little jealous, very excited. I want pictures when that thing comes in. Chris says, I've been gone for a while and didn't know you went full-time YouTube now. Congratulations. Hey, I appreciate you, Chris. Appreciate you very much. Paul says, I agree with you. The UAW strike is a golden opportunity for Toyota. Not only selling more trucks, but converting big three buyers to Toyota for life. That's my man Paul right there. And that's what I'm talking about. Huge opportunity. There has to be suits up high in the company that are noticing this if we are noticing this, right? There has to be. I sure hope so. 710 says, my only complaint is MPG, around 12 to 13 MPG after leveling in 34s. My RPMs are usually around 1900 to 2100. Yeah, but it looks sweet, right? Yeah, 12 to 13 on a leveling in 34s. Yeah. It's funny because my double cab, which is on, stock 20s, it's always getting in the high 18, 19. Yesterday on a trip, it was like 21.3. And when I do pump to pump, the pump to pump number is insanely close to the computer. So Tundra's running good. I'm feeling it. I like it. That's awesome, man. I'm really glad it's working out. Definitely my favorite channel. I love you, Dan. Dan's been around a long time. He's seen a lot of live streams. Dan's a pilot. All right. Think of Independence Day, the movie. See the little thing right there, Independence Day? Russell K. He cropped us. That's what he does. That's awesome. Keith says, what are your thoughts on the new stout? What new stout are we talking about? 710 says, I installed the MagnaFlow exhaust with the TRD dual tip. Then I had to install a small muffler inline to kill the droning. Okay. I like that you went there. Chris says, also looking to upgrade the Taco or Tundra 5.7. I'd love to hear from you guys what you would recommend for a daily driver for a 6'1" guy. I'm torn. I don't know, man. I mean, it really depends. Like, you could do a Taco all day, every day. I can fit in my father's old one comfortably, no problem whatsoever. But the Tundra is definitely a lot wider and definitely a lot more comfortable, but it all comes down to price. Morris says, I hope Toyota brings diesel today. It's not going to happen. We're going the other way as far as direction with everything, with electrics and hybrids and all that. V8s are going away. Diesels, it's just getting insane. So all of the fun stuff is leaving. So small displacement, forced induction, battery, all that stuff, it's here. So would I love to see a diesel Tundra? Oh, yeah. Would I love to see a V8 option for those that aren't a fan of the new setup? Absolutely. But it just seems like, EPA and all the, that nonsense is going crazy. Let's see. Mike says, Erwin, do you go by Ernie? I like that question. Andrew says, tons of new Platinums at Reliable Toyota in Springfield, Missouri. I like it. 710 says 1794 TRD was my favorite with the Texas theme. I like that as well because I agree with you. Scott says beer. No, sir. We're doing a little DP, a little Diet Pepsi. I'm already on that. Just saying. Jonathan says, I really appreciate your guidance on the different Tundras. Glad that you're able to give your input on the TRD Pro and SR5. Always happy to. It's fun for me. I enjoy this stuff, And they always say, if you're working and you love it, it's not work. This is not work to me. This is fun talking about Tundras with you. The good, the bad, and the ugly. Bunky says a good night is split screen with TundraDude34 and football with a drink of your choice. That sounds like a nice ad. I like that right there, bud. Bill says the big three domestics knew the strike was inbound. They have plenty of stock, but held the line on price purposely. Okay, well, we shall see. You're not wrong, but we shall see. 710 says, I bought 2018 TRD a week later after the, I messed that up. I bought 2018 TRD a week later after and 2023 1794 TRD. I love the V8, but surprising, the V6 is slightly faster. V8 gives me 16 to 17 mpg versus V6 12 to 13. Very nice. Drill says, why has Sparks Parts no longer sell the bed liners? I'm not really sure. They don't have the superchargers either anymore. 710 says the V8 is my daily driver and the V6 is my weekend fun. That is just a sweet setup there, dude. Got the V8 Tundra for my everyday stuff, V6 for the weekends. If you want to give me some of that money, I'll take it, bud. I'm just playing. I'll tell you right now, all 65 of you on here, something I very much plan on doing other than sweating profusely like I'm doing right now, I'm definitely going to get one of those RCSB Tundras one day, like a piece of crap one to rebuild. But going to have to build the old Fundaroos first on that one. But RCSB Tundra is in the future. It is my dream Tundra. I do want to buy that. And many of you may say, wow, you have a lot of dream Tundras. I do. I really do. I love the truck. That's why I do the channel. Cheers, everyone. All right. Let's go. Back at it. Walt, what's up, buddy? Just got on. I'll play the whole live stream afterwards. Sorry for the delay. Walt, my neighbor, 2019 Platinum owner. a great guy, does some of the live streams every once in a while. I'm happy you're here, sir. Hope work was well today. Mark says, I would be worried about the strike increasing demand on Toyota and driving the price even higher. Okay, that's another way to look at it. If that's the case and demand increases on the Tundra to the point where it would drive prices up, Toyota somehow, some way has to keep those prices down because they got to build more trucks and get that number flying as far as inventory ready. Oh man, I never thought of that, Mark. That's a good one, buddy. Mike says, I love the 5.7 V8. Who doesn't? Excuse me. John L says 2022 Tundra or 2024 Tacoma. I'm a Tundra guy, so I would say Tundra. That's me though. Let's see. Lord says the Stout is the Toyota answer to the Maverick. Oh man, I thought one guy was asking about beer. I thought you were talking about Stout like beer. I did see a couple pictures of that. So that's like the mini truck that they might come out with. I think that's a great idea. Listen, Toyota has the #1 selling midsize truck in the Tacoma. The Tundra doesn't do bad. It doesn't do great, but it sells, over 100,000 units a year. It's a little piece of a big Toyota puzzle. A mini truck, I'd love to see it. Give it like 5 to 7 model years and see if it can really grow and take sales away from the Maverick. I dig that. So for whoever asked that originally, I thought you're asking about Stout beer, which I'm not a fan of. But the Stout idea with the Maverick versus the Maverick, I love that idea. So my bad on that one. 10 push-ups owed to you, good sir. Michael says, so smooth and reliable. Took says, working a job is overrated. 24 years of current job, I want to retire. Yeah, I lasted 21 years at my job. It was time to do this and get out of that environment. I'd much rather be hanging out with you guys. Keith says, the Stout is the new Toyota mini truck. My bad, Keith. 710 says, my wife said, why do you need 2 trucks? I said, they're for 2 different purposes. Yes, she understands somewhere. Chris says, I mean, they are both good options. I do a lot of driving, though. I put roughly 60K miles on my Grand Marquis. Shy of 2 years ownership. Yeah, maybe get a Tacoma then, man. Save a little money on that. Driving the 1794 gets looks when I'm driving around on weekends. Absolutely. Joe says, I have a 2022 TRD Pro. Love it. Favorite personal color, too. I'm switching to Platinum Tundra. Forgot to add Crew Max and 6.5 foot bed. That's the way to do it. Moving to Tundra due to more room for family. Bed space looks. I like where you're at with that, bud. 6.5 foot bed on a Crew Max cab. You guys asked for it for years. It's finally here, and people are taking advantage of it. I love it. Chris says, hi, I just bought the 2024 Pro in Terra. Nice. I want pictures. TundraDude34@gmail.com. What would you recommend for a lift kit? Looking for 3.5 inches. There's a few lift kits out there. First off, let me just throw this at you. You could be the first one that gets the 3-inch TRD lift kit on your TRD Pro. That's always one out there. There's a few different options. There's Icons, there's Kings. Westcott does all Tundra lifts. Everybody seems to love his work. I'm not sure. I think he offers a 3-inch lift. I would check out Westcott first. It's just it's when it touches your lips, it's so good. Let's see. Chris, Westcott, check it out and let me know what you think. Mike says the 1794 is a badass package. I agree. My only regret was not going with 35s instead of 34s. There's always next time, my friend. Philip says, I still have my first Toyota truck, a 1990 cab engine R22. That's why I still buy Toyotas. I like it. Joseph said, edit. I have a 2022. I figured you had the 2022 Pro Tacoma and moving to Tundra. Yes, sir. There's a video from Toyota chairman take over the truck market with proper pricing. I would love to see it. Gerald says, my interest rate, it's 5%, Navy Federal, 72 months. Right now, Gerald. Cheers to you, buddy. Navy vet, love it. Thank you for your service. This one's for you. Back at it. Mark says, 26 years here as a PA. I'm rounding third and heading for home. Retirement is among us. I like it. Icon is on sale right now. Hello, Joe, again. Mike says, Icon is nice. Jonathan says, wife has a Tesla. I got a Tundra. Wife tells me I'm harming Earth. I said, no, babe. I got a V6 Tundra. Funky says, or Turbo. Funky says, that's what she said. Yeah. Funny guy. Chris says, definitely have to look into it. Also thinking about an 07 to 13 Gen Tundra. It's another option as well. V2 Keith says, got a 2023 two-wheel drive Tundra Limited. Thinking switching to 4x4. What do you think? Do you need 4x4? For me, 4x4, And you know, I'm up here in the Northeast. You have to buy 4x4. There's barely any two-wheel drive offered up here. It's a very rare thing. But it's always good to have four-wheel drive just in case. But if you're someone who needs your four-wheel drive, I would look into that. Excuse me. 710 says, respect Navy veteran. Yes, sir. Scott says, why do you always lease? Well, there's two reasons why I always lease. Number one, for write-offs on the channel, it's a lot easier. That's just for a business standpoint of what I'm doing. And number two, I always liked, especially, I haven't leased all my Tundras, but in the Tundras I have leased, especially since COVID, with the value being weird and going up, down, left, right, who knew what would happen? That was a guarantee in 3 years I'd always be able to get out of it. But my number one reason would be the channel. There are people in this world who love to lease and hate leasing. It just depends on who you are. It's kind of like when you grow up in a family, Burger King or McDonald's, right? Which the answer is always McDonald's. So let's not even go there. Let's see. Kenny says, what modifications to the new Tundra can void the warranty? It's not even a matter of voiding the warranty. It's parts of the warranty. So new Tundra, you got to be careful with the lifts. You got to be careful. Anything aftermarket. I'll put it to you this way. We've seen some issues with the new Tundra, right? Wastegate issues. We've seen a few things here and there. I would call or get my contract and see exactly what my warranty and what would void it before I do anything with the new generation. Just because if something goes wrong with that truck and you have a part on there that isn't from the factory or from TRD, you don't want that to become one of those, oh, this part broke it. So, and I know they have to prove it, the Magnuson Act and all that, but with all the stuff going on with this Tundra right now, I would wait on doing anything insanely mechanical to the truck aftermarket, at least. Some people don't care. They're just like, well, I'll cross that bridge when I come to it. But you know, that's up to you and you know what you plan to do with the truck. But I mean, if you want to talk about things that, especially for like last generation supercharger, anything could do it. If something goes wrong and it's caused by that part and they're able to prove it, your warranty is voided in that area. So just be careful. Then you got to get a good lawyer. That's expensive. Andrew says, which lift kit for Icon? Was thinking TRD Pro lift kit, but I've heard Icon is great for ride quality. I'd have to head over to the Icon website and check that out. Does anyone know which Icon kit is the way to go for the new generation Tundra? 710 says, auto four-wheel drive would be a nice option. People have been asking for that for a long time as well. Bobby says, 710, I miss limited slip differential. 710 says, all mods could void your warranty. Yeah, that's pretty much true. Kyle, be safe out there, bud. Just make sure, do your research before you do anything crazy. Like I said, you don't want to be broken down somewhere and they find a reason to blame a part. We've heard that tale as old as time, right? In your opinion, what do you think would be better for a daily driver, the 4-liter V6 or 5.7 V8? Both are legendary engines. Both are bulletproof. You'll probably get a lot better gas mileage out of that 4.0 V6, though. The 4.0 V6 is still in the Forerunner to this day. Bobby B says, saw a 1794 Blueprint 6.5-foot bed with that brown interior at the car wash the other day. Absolutely regal looking ride. I love that you use that word regal. That was great. And that is a great setup. Icon stage 1 or 3 with tubular arms like mine, says 710. I love it. If you guys didn't know, if you're new to the channel, whatever. If you haven't been at a live stream, I want to show you this real quick. Check this out. You might not have seen this. So this is a 1794 2022 chair. This is the driver's seat. It still has the airbags in it. I use it as an office chair. I built it into an office chair. So I can tell you the 1794 Saddle Brown new generation seat is very comfortable. Right here. That's what I sit in. When you talk to me, when you see me make videos, I'm sitting in a Toyota Tundra new generation 1794 seat that I turned into a chair. Why not? We got a grill on the wall. We got a seat in here. My wife thinks I'm nuts, man. Your chair matches my truck. I like it, buddy. Yeah, I love this. Listen, first off, 1794, my favorite trim, right? This thing's nice and comfortable. Feels good. Bolstering is good. I figured that you guys may get lucky and the airbag may deploy somewhere in this seat while I'm on a live stream one day with you. And then you'll have something to laugh at for years to come. Hopefully it doesn't injure me, you know? All right. Do those 1794 seats have seat coolers or heaters? Yes, they have everything. This is heated, ventilated, memory. This has everything. It says the thigh lift thing up here. Obviously, none of it is plugged in. Capital idea for an office chair, exceptional execution on that. Why not, right? Why not? Why not have the office chair be something from Tundra? You know, I always have this. This I'm going to hang on the wall. It's been sitting over here for a minute too. Got the old, you guys remember this? The old 5.7 V8 engine cover. I figured I would hang this in the corner, probably this direction where you can't see. There's a nice space over here for this. Just to remember the heritage, right? Our favorite engine of all time, bulletproof. It's got to hang on the wall somewhere, so that's going to happen. Figured I got a little prop here and there. Make the office fun. Turn it into what you want it to be. Greg said, hi, Greg. How you doing, buddy? If you have to get a steel bumper, what is a good brand to buy? I'd have to look into that. What are you thinking? A little ARB action? You should totally get that all wired up. I mean, if you're going to use a Tundra seat, might as well be functional, comfortable. I just don't want the airbags to blow, but you're right. Get a little car battery next to it. I can't wait for someone to build headers for 2022, 2023 V6. Yeah, so a lot of things came out right away for the new generation as far as aftermarket, but there's still a massive aftermarket possibility for the truck for sure. Love the engine cover. Yeah, it's good, right? It'll look good on the wall. Jets or Giants? Giants all the way, but I have a sore spot in my heart for the Jets, as do all fans of all teams, I would think. Everybody wants to see the Jets do something, right? If the Jets could pull it off with Aaron Rodgers gone now, that would be pretty interesting. Just my opinion. And if you guys don't know this, all these patches up here are from you guys. So I thank you again. I mention this all the time because I care deeply about law enforcement, emergency services, and military. On the top there is my friend who died in 9/11. All of those patches up there are his, Sam Otis, FDNY. Under it is my father, right there, Vietnam vet and cop. But all these other patches, all of them are you guys. So thank you for sending them in. I'm honored that you would want to be on the patch wall. And we're so full of the patches, I'm going to have to get a third one. We even got them on the wall, LAPD over here. We got Boonie hats from 2 different wars. Yeah, we're going to have to get a third one. You will always see my love for the military and emergency services for sure. Switching to TRD air filters didn't do much. No, it made my, I did the same. It made my turbos whine a little bit more, but that was it. Didn't really do anything else. Walt says, your wife is right. You are nuts. Would love to see the airbag go off. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate you. And then you could walk up the block and help me get up. Mark says, any mods planned for your Tundra or limited? But no, I never let any lease limit me. I've done so much to lease trucks. Remember the Platinum Pro that we did, that build years ago? That was a lease. Traded that in, no problem. That's the thing is I don't ever wait for my leases to end. I trade them in as a trade, not a lease turn-in, if you guys know what I mean. But yeah, I have some things actually coming my way right now. I'm not going to mention it, but they're on the way as we speak. So once they get here, we'll make a video. Brands I've been looking at are ARB. Well, ARB is a great company. Bull Bar, Frontier, Ranch Hand, Rough Country, Additive, Desert Designs. I like ARB. Gerald says, are you going to change the mustache on your truck? And if so, are you going to do a video? Stay tuned, Gerald. Stay tuned, my friend. But the answer is yes. I am changing it. We made a little vote last week. I don't know if you guys were here or not. If I should take the chrome off the grill and the rear bumper and make it body color, and you guys resoundingly said yes. So we're definitely going to do that. It's going to be completely blacked out at this point. Mike, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Has anyone offered new gears for the axles? I don't think so. I don't think there's anything too intense like that out there yet. I'm waiting for someone to do bigger turbos, but I don't know. It's still kind of early. A couple model years. But we shall see. We'll see what the new generation offers us all. Also, I got to give this shameless middle of the road plug. We talked about Sparks Parts to have all your Toyota parts. TundraDude34 promo code saves you 5%. But another thing, if you like all this Toyota stuff I'm always wearing, the website is Toyota Outfitters. Use promo code TundraDude, one word, all capitals, no 34. TundraDude saves you 25% site wide. It is the official merchandise site of Toyota, TRD, and Toyota Racing. So they have all this crazy Toyota stuff there. Hats, tailgate equipment, clothes, coolers, coats, winter stuff, everything. Toyota Outfitters, TundraDude, one word, all caps, saves you 25% site wide. That's big savings. So go check that out. I know a lot of you guys, I get that a lot. Where'd you get the hat? Where'd you get this? It's always Toyota Outfitters. It's the only Toyota stuff I wear because it's the official stuff. I think body color, that chrome piece on the new grill would make it look better. Still not crazy about the new Tundra design. Copy. Keith says turbo the 5.7. Yeah, like a twin turbo setup on the 5.7 would be sweet. That would be real cool. A lot of power. When I had the supercharger on the 5.7, that thing was insane. And that's like, people always want to hear a comparison between the supercharged 5.7 and say like the iForce Max. The biggest difference, excuse me, if I had to work it out in a minimal amount of words, is power delivery. The supercharger was very loud, very aggressive, throw you back in your seat, truck, you know, while the iForce Max is insanely smooth and get you down the road just as quick. So it was just depending on what you like. Do I miss that supercharger whine? Who wouldn't? That was a fun truck. But, you know, this is a regular iForce here, but it's still just as fun. Smooth power delivery. Just everything about, and I say this in every video almost because it's true, the driving experience is so good in the new generation Tundra. So that's me. Thanks for the live feed. Back to work. Have a good one, buddy. I appreciate you being here. Be safe, be well. And thanks for coming over from GM. Carl, what's up, buddy? Holding out for a TRD Platinum if I can afford it. My guess is the markups are going to be on those because they're going to come in. They're not going to come in droves. You're going to see them in the beginning every once in a while. And at first, people are going to pay big dollars for that. But that's going to be sweet. Fast says, bought a 2021 Tundra SR5 last year with 4,000 miles. One hell of a truck. 5.7 with the 6-speed is the ticket. Thanks for all the work you put into your videos. Your passion for the brand really shows. Hey, I appreciate you. The 5.7 with the 6-speed is amazing. You got a 2021. So after the 2018 model year, the transmission cooler came out of the Tundra. So for 2019, 20, and 21, there was a recalibration of the engine, okay? So basically like a retune. And those 2020 and 2021 Tundras, they just feel different. I want someone that has driven many Tundras to tell me if you agree with this. Just an extra amount of responsiveness. That 6-speed is silky smooth. Power was just there. It felt so different to me when I got in my 2020. I don't know if it was just a seat of the pants kind of thing, but a lot of people agreed with me on that one, and I still feel that way. That recalibration after the transmission cooler came out made the driving experience something insane. It was kind of like, I'm sitting here drinking all these Diet Pepsis. The Toyota 5.7 engine had a bunch of Diet Pepsis and then just decided to be responsive. I mean, this was like something special. And I was coming from a supercharged Tundra to the 2020 5.7 naturally aspirated. I thought I wasn't going to like it at all. It was silky smooth, baby. Mike says, does anyone know how far these things go after empty? Gen 2 5.7 went 50 plus miles. I go low now and only get a 28 gallon full or so. I mean, they have the reserve tank, you know, to save the fuel pump. That's a Toyota thing in all their vehicles. But you know, I'm sure it would go quite a bit under zero, but I don't ever like to test that. 2025 tow hook, says Scott. I hope so, buddy. I wanted it to be on 2024. Hell, I wanted it to be on 2022. They got to bring tow hooks back some way, some shape. I don't know. Redesign the front fascia, the bottom area of the bumper. There has to be tow hooks. The two things people always say, no V8, no tow hooks. The V8 ain't coming back. V8 is a thing of the past, unfortunately. But tow hooks can be here, and they should be here, in my humble opinion. Also, my Tundra comes with a lifetime powertrain warranty. I like it. I like it. Do you want to shout out what dealership you went to, sir? If you don't, no problem. I know some people, when they finally get their deal done, they're loving the dealership that helped them out. So this is your opportunity to do that if you'd like. But yeah, so 68 of you on here. I hope you're all subscribed to the channel. Thank you so much for being around. I hope you will hit the like button if you had a good time tonight in talking to us. And if you did not say where you are coming from in the country, please let us know. I want to see where everybody's from. We've got Tennessee in here. We got Nevada. We got California. We got Florida. We got New Jersey. We're all over the place tonight. But if anyone didn't have the opportunity to say where you're from, I would love to hear it. Chris is going to head out. Buddy, be safe, be well. I'll talk to you soon. I'll let you know. For now, Monday nights will remain, but it may switch to Thursday. We will all know. Mark says, I agree. My 2020 Pro Double Cab Army Green feels like it has better acceleration than my previous 2018 DC SR5. I'm telling you, man, it can't be in my head. Carl says, are you seeing many 6.5 beds on the crew? Haven't seen any here in Nebraska. I'm seeing 1 or 2 a week at this point. Yes, I'm seeing quite a few of them in mostly in limited SR5. I've seen 1794 in platinum, but not often. It's usually limited in SR5. More limited than anything else. Justin says, Idaho Falls, Idaho. Delicious potatoes in your home state. Thank you for that. George says, home of the Pony Express, St. Joseph, Missouri. I like it. James is in Orange, Texas. Scott is in North Carolina. Greg says, so my Tundra came with a lifetime warranty as well. Wonder if got it from the same dealer. That'd be sweet. There's a few out there that do it. Evans, Georgia for Bill. Anthony's in Choctaw, Oklahoma. Choctaw? Did I say that wrong? My bad. All right, Chris, be safe, buddy. God bless you too, bud. Philip says, traveling from Milwaukee back home to North Carolina, and we have stopped for the night in Virginia mountains. Enjoy that. Rufus says, what about San Lorenzo, California? That's a first. There's Cali, but that's the first from that town. Andrew says, thanks, Mark. Let me know about the Icon lift kit recommendation. Email me, Andrew, so I don't forget, buddy. Robert is in Los Angeles. We love it. Blaine for William. I like it, man. Greg is in East Texas. We're all over the country tonight. Tundra reigns supreme in all the states. So the big question we're going to end this live stream with, and again, I hope you'll hit the like button on your way out. That helps me, and I could use all the help I can get now. Don't forget this. This is important. With the strike going on for the big three right now, will this help Toyota's sale? Do you think Toyota should make the Tundra nationwide at least $5,000 under MSRP to sell? Draw some of those loyal GM, Stellantis, Ford fans over to Tundra. Do you think that should happen? This is a big time. This is a big time right now for Tundra. I would love to see them do that. Of course, that goes for all of Toyota, but this is the Tundra channel, and all I care about is the Tundra selling units, right? Let's do it. All right, what else we got here? Let's see. Walt, Tom's River, love it. V2 Keith is in South Carolina. A lot of South Carolina tonight, too. I like it. Peter's in Bordentown, New Jersey, about 45 minutes. Jersey, baby, in the house. Mr. Tuning is in Poland. All right. See, we're all over. We're in Europe, man. Like it. John is in Manitoba, Canada. A lot of Canada here, as always. I love it. Who doesn't love Canada? It's where the Hockey Hall of Fame is. Bucket list item for me to go see the Montreal Canadiens play at home. That's all I want. I want to go there. I want to go to Fenway Park to see the Red Sox play. And I want to go to Wrigley Field to see the Cubs play. I've done the original Yankee Stadium and all that. We're good there. I live close to that, but that's some bucket list stuff there. Tulsa here. Thank you, Mark. Bobby, no problem, buddy. All right, boys. So let's call it a night. I thank you guys for being here. It was a fun live stream. Make sure you watch the video I put up earlier today. There's, 2021 Tundras there to look at, all different types of them. And the 2024s, we finally are seeing them here in New Jersey. I thank you so much for being here. On the way out, one more time, we got to give love to the emergency services and military of this great country and Canada. Thank you for all you do. Because of what you do, we can do fun stuff like these live streams. Thank you guys for watching. Comments, questions, concerns, you know what to do. Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, at TundraDude34. If you want to contact directly, TundraDude34 at gmail.com. I thank you guys for being here. I'm sorry I ruined your Monday Night Football, but listen, you put me up on here on the phone, you're watching on the TV. Be safe, be well. Thank you so much for everything you do and allowing me to do this for you. Have a great evening.